Hi Vogue, it's Sarah Pidgeon, and today I'm going to walk you through my sensitive skincare routine and a spring makeup look. I guess we'll start with these pimple patches that I have on. I've been trying to wear them more because I pick at my skin. So I use a little bit of Bioderma. I also recently found out that it helps with discoloration. And then this is part one of my face wash. I recently switched this 2 months ago. I was getting a lot of congestion, and for a long time I didn't really believe in the whole non-comedogenic stuff, but it turns out it is science-backed. I don't know if this is the right way to do it, but I put it on dry. I feel like it sort of starts working faster, but I do have these cute little clips today. Okay, now I add a little water. Oh, I'm getting so wet. Now I wash it off. I want to be transparent. I'm not always doing a second cleanse. I can get a little lazy, but I'm really trying to do it more because I think it is helping me. This is IS Clinical's Warming Honey Cleanser. You cannot eat it, but sometimes it does get sort of close to my mouth and it tastes kind of good. My hormonal acne sort of came about in my early 20s, and it's painful. I started working with a dermatologist, got me on spironolactone, which helped a lot. But right now it's not too bad, and I feel like I've really tried to stay on top of it. It will inevitably flare up again. It's a constant journey, and hopefully one day it'll just sort of go away forever. Okay, next step is my eye cream. This is by MBR, but I also really like my under eye bags. I don't know if I'm the only one. I think they kind of bring like some more dimension to your face. Don't try that at home. Pro tip, put these on and your eye cream will absorb. I feel like everybody knows that, but in case you don't. This thing's amazing. It's the Therabody Deep Puffing Wand, and it has heat and cold. Just feels really, really good on your face. I also get styes a lot, and you're supposed to do hot compresses. Weird plug for styes. I'm gonna do hot first. I don't really know the method to the madness. I just know it feels good, and you can sort of like sculpt if you want. Another thing that sort of makes my skin freak is traveling. But I've been lucky enough to be able to do a lot of it because this love story and getting to be so close to Carolyn Bessette for really the past year has been, I think, something that is very important to me. I feel very lucky that she sort of rubbed off on me. I hope all of her incredible qualities have rubbed off on me. And she didn't wear much makeup. Her skin always looked like real skin to me. I'm gonna switch to the cooling setting all the way up. When we were filming in New York, which was so helpful in many ways, just feel dropped into these characters of thinking about 30 years before they were sitting in these same restaurants or walking their dog Friday and on these same streets. Just filming in New York in general, there's a lot of attention because there's so many people walking on the streets and there's this giant film crew. Paparazzi showed up occasionally, which has never happened to me before. I think more than anything, while it was sort of an out-of-body experience at many times, I feel very grateful to have been in something that people are so invested in the real life subjects of. And I feel like I can't overstate how grateful I am to have embodied her. And, now I'm blonde. I went in to audition for Carolyn with long, dark brown hair and have since gone blonde, which is a whole process. But we also have to be really careful because I have psoriasis, and obviously it's quite an intense treatment, sort of lightening such dark hair. This is a steroid, and I put it right on my scalp. Because it can get aggravated from dyeing my hair and also just like my diet. I have yet to have the self-control to get rid of gluten or dairy or sweets. I'm gonna put May Lindstrom's Blue Cocoon. It smells amazing. And it's this balm that I think it has blue algae or something in it. And I just sort of lock that in and give it a little moisturization. But I think I'm gonna stay with the blonde because one, it took us, I think 20 something hours over 2 days to get my hair right. Her hair really changes throughout her evolution. In the beginning, it's much more curly and there's more dimensionality. There's maybe some more low lights, and then throughout the show, it gets much blonder, much straighter. I think what's also really so pivotal in helping me just spend time sitting in the chair watching this transformation happen and leave behind a bit of Sarah. Also, it's called Cortibalm, and it's for treatment for severe chapped lips. And mine were severely chapped a couple days ago when I started using this again, and no longer. Next up is this IS Clinical Pro Heal Serum. I think there's vitamin C in this. And after using it consistently, I think it's helped my redness a lot. And you have to go all the way down. Because I think, isn't your face from like your forehead to your bibs? Then we've got BioEffect EGF Serum. I've gone through, I think, 3 bottles of this. When I do have a blemish, it heals it faster, it gets the redness down faster. I was in a show called Stereophonic. 2023 we started. We were Playwrights Horizons, and then we went to the big Broadway, which was so wild. I think it was unexpected for everyone in the cast. Also, I love this stuff. I just started using it. Trio Rebalancing Moisture Treatment by Skin Better Science. Oh, it's kind of hard to get, no. And it smells like oatmeal to me, which I like. The prep for play, I guess just the sort of immediacy of everything is very different in theater. You have your audience there that night. There's no sort of cutting or going back. Every show, you gotta send it all the way to the back row. One last IS Clinical, we've got Reparative Moisture Emulsion. And I tried to do oils for a while, but I think they're just clogging my skin. I do have quite dry skin despite having acne, and I find that these don't make my acne worse, but it also just helps make skin feel really bouncy and hydrated. And then finally, arguably the most important step, sunscreen. And this has seen better days in there. Maybe I'll get some of that out now. I have had a few bad burns, as we all have. I'm quite fair. My mother, she really cautioned me to avoid the sun. Every year, I will get a bad burn. I forget to put it on my shoulders, and I don't realize how intense the UV is. And you gotta put it all the way down and in the back of your hands. Hopefully that will absorb. When I was shooting Love Story, we were out in Hyannis. I was in a cashmere turtleneck and jeans, and I got a heat rash because it's like 90 degrees outside. And then that turned into psoriasis all over my body. Yeah, like I've got some right there. Get on my chest, get on my tummy. It's really everywhere. It comes in waves, it'll go away. And you can always cover it up. I have had this for a really long time, but I put my concealer on the back of my hand. And sometimes I use a brush, and sometimes, most of the time I just use my finger. And I'll like kind of pop those on a little heavy. Once that's on, I've used this a lot. It's Lisa Eldridge's Enhanced Tint. And I just use a little bit on my T-zone. I went to a Catholic school growing up, and I wasn't allowed to wear makeup with my uniform. When I turned 13, I remember the first makeup I got was a Bobbi Brown eyeliner, I think a sheer lip balm, and a little sort of mauve eyeshadow. And I would wear it and go to school. And my French teacher would bust me for it. I mean, just because she busted me didn't mean I stopped wearing it, but it was very, very subtle. Next up is contour. I sort of painted onto this brush. I hope I look back at my career in 15, 20 years, and there is no sort of definable Sarah Pidgeon movie or Sarah Pidgeon TV show, that it's sort of lots of different genres. I would like to work with such incredible actors and just learn from them. I loved working with Alessandro Nivola and Constance Zimmer. They're so expert at what they do, and getting to be in the same room as them, like through rehearsal and seeing the questions they ask. I just found that to be such a gift to this part of filming. Also, something that I like doing is take this brush. And I like carving out my eyes a little bit and then going down my nose. Next up is a little road in teacup. And I've found that my blush attraction, what I'm attracted to in blush, has changed since being blonde. I used to like a sort of darker, like winier color. Now I'm into pink. I feel like it is sort of stereotypical. The sort of yellow tones with the pink, it's really pretty. I just do that's kind of cute. I felt so lucky to be able to wear these clothes from the 90s. It really is like armor, clothes speak first, and understanding Carolyn's relationship to clothes and then actually being able to wear them was so incredible. I think understanding her relationship to tailoring was something that has really played a part in how I dress. Really, if something fits you well and if it's clean, you always kind of look put together. You know, when you cry and you're having a really big ball, and then for some reason you're like, let me just see what I look like. Let me look in the mirror, like, let me take a selfie. I think there's something so beautiful about the way your eyes look after you cry. So I like to take a little bit of blush and put it on my eyes. I've definitely taken some photos after I've cried because you get it out and then you cry a little bit more. I haven't done that in a minute. After the real blush, we're gonna take a little powder. I take a little bit of the bronzer. I'm gonna take a little blush and just. Next up is freckle pen. Now it's lip time. I do really like this. I lose pigment on the corner of my lips, so I like filling them in there so my smile seems bigger. I like getting in there. This stuff I took from Love Story. It's a juicy lasting tint. And I just sort of hood it in the middle. While that sort of sets up, I'm just gonna do a little powder, makeup forever. This stuff tastes, I like eating the warming honey cleanser and this road pretzel. It smells so good. I just put that right in the middle. Final bit, I love this stuff. It smells good, lasts all day. Honestly, if I could only choose one thing, two things. Need deodorant and a blush, because on blush, you can do it on your cheeks, you can do it on your eyes, you can do it on your lips, you can do everything. I'm gonna do a little bit of this. I like this Dead Cool Extra Milk. I feel like it's a really good, I sort of drown myself in it because it's not like an overwhelming scent. Comme des Garçons, black pepper, Comme des Garçons. Well, I only need a little bit, so I do like a, and I'm gonna take these out. Let me give the ends a little bit of a brush because I've got more wave to my hair now, and sometimes I don't mind when it's totally, when it's like big and sort of frizzy. I think that's kind of cool. It's just volume. And final step is this Crown Affair oil. It smells so good, especially after going blonde. My hair's been a lot drier, so. But that's the look. Thank you so much, Vogue.